Push P. Yeah, push P. Turn me up.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Porchia Nicole here, and I am back with a crazy, exciting video. By y'all should already know, we have been doing, what's the videos? Y'all know I suck with intros.
Truth or Drink was on my channel.
Yes, and Elf, Marry, Kill was on my channel.
And this will be Never Have I Ever. Which will probably just turn into questions because things don't be going right. We be just doing whatever we want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know y'all know these ladies, but by some crazy reason, if you don't, this is
Gina Janine.
Yes. Why we always make the intro so awkward? We be like, I'm Lily, yours truly.
awkward as fuck. And I'd be like, I barely get out.
Yeah, big can barely get out.
Okay.
But yeah.
How we gonna start this off?
I don't know, because this is, y'all just want to do questions? Or is it going to be Never Have I Ever?
So you want to do the spicy Q&A?
Spicy Q&A.
Because those questions...
Right here?
No, she told me...
Someone doing a splits.
What?
On your text
No,
messages.
Really?
That's a question.
Where?
There!
This I was like, what do you see?
That's why you staying with him, because he got some good wood.
You like start this shit over. You really all this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna do Never Have I Ever, and I ain't never did nothing, cause I'm the innocent one in this crew. Okay.
And if you don't want to answer, you gotta drink.
You gotta take a shot.
Yes.
Yes.
And y'all, we are taking shots out of wine glasses because we're in an Airbnb and this is all we got. So.
And I'm drinking
This is the one that's probably gonna take the shots, cause she be lying. She be lying like what you mean? Aquarius, Leo,
No, Libras. They say
be
Libras
lying
lie.
like them Libras.
But Libras don't lie because I ain't no lying
Libras.
But Scorpios lie. They sneaky. Scorpios are sneaky. And they will, girl, it ain't none of your business when it comes to a Scorpio. They business, they business. So that if they got a lie, they just call them a lie. But, like.
Never have I ever licked a man's toes.
Never.
I ain't never looked
at man's toes.
Me neither. 'Cause
I'm
I
not
think
opposed
that
to
is
it, though.
nasty. I'm very much opposed to it, but I seem to be opposed to every fucking thing they're not opposed to. If y'all watched her video, you would know that I seem to be opposed to a lot of shit that they're not opposed to.
Okay. All right. Never have I ever slept with my man's brother.
Never.
Hell no.
Never ever.
And my man's a twin, so that's like no.
He a twin?
Yeah.
Identical.
Identical.
Oh, look who drinking. Look who drinking.
Wait, what? Whose brother? Wait, which?
Hold on.
Wait, which? Wait, what?
This was in high school.
Shit.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Never have I ever slept with my homegirl's ex.
I ain't never did that.
I ain't never did that either.
No, I've never did it, but I had some homegirls do it to me.
Oh, them bitches, they better not still be your
Yeah,
homegirl. They still your friends. They still your friends? I don't care if it's an ex. They off limits. It's girl
They
code.
are off limits.
Yeah, I have friends with one of them.
Oh.
No, we ain't that friendly.
How'd you feel when she told you?
I think personally that they think that it wasn't busy because like me and the guy was just, this is my opinion, it was just like, we weren't in a relationship, no, we was just effing. And I think because we only did it like twice. So
You told her how good it was and she wanted to try it, huh?
I did it. Like I just think
They just met each
they
other.
met and like they end up liking each other too. And
Well,
yeah,
you
because
know-
mine was like a year or two, like 2 years after. And I was just like, oh, okay.
It was like, oh.
Something like that happened with my baby dad, with Bryce daddy. So when I got with Bryce daddy, I had asked my best friend at the time because she was a hot girl. And I asked my best friend, like, you know, do you know him? Because I got to make sure you don't know him because, you know, whatever. And she was like, no, I don't know him. And so I never asked him, did he know her? You know what I'm saying? So now we dating. She had went back to New York for some time, and when I asked her, I was describing him. She was like, "Do he got?" I said his name, and she was like, "Oh no, I don't know no." She was like, "I know one, but do he got hair?" And then I was like, "No, he ain't got hair. He didn't have hair at the time." She was like, "Do he drive a Magnum?" He didn't have a Magnum at the time. He had a Camaro. So get back. I'm introducing, well, showing her the pictures. She was like, "Ooh. Ooh, bitch." She fucked him. So I was finna have to cut my whole baby daddy off and she was like, "No, it was just like a thing with me, like he really liked you, so you know it's not nothing like that, so don't."
I just think it's awkward.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, but I just think it's awkward, like after the fact.
Yeah.
Like if y'all end up like some people I know, like if you end up in locations together, it's just weird.
Yeah.
I think
Especially if they get in a relationship.
Yeah. And you like, y'all all together, you like, I remember when you used to lick every lick and piece of ass crack in the yeah. That's nasty. See, that's why y'all shouldn't do it. Because that's why y'all shouldn't do it.
All right. So
Never have I ever slept with someone whose name I didn't know.
Name?
You know, like you met them in the club. Let me look over here at them. Like you met them in the club, like them one night stands, and you really ain't really get to the name.
Y'all, I've never had. I want to do one now. I've never had a one night stand to where you just see somebody across the bar, y'all make eye contact, and then y'all just have the sexual chemistry, and then y'all just go back home, rub it out together, and then that's it. I never done that, but I want to do it.
in my mind, because some stuff I'm gonna put so far back, it's like I don't know if I did it or not. Oh my god!
You done put it in the back and in the back.
It's locked away.
It's locked away, and I'm really trying because I want to be honest. So I'm like, have I did that? But if it ain't in my forefront, I ain't did it.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever like went to a guy's house or something and like that girl or wife or something showed up?
It happened to me where I went to this guy's house. We went on a date. I went to his house and a girl started beating on his door. And he was like, damn, that's just a crazy girl. I don't even really know her like that. But beat on her door. And then so I got scared. I was like, I'm not fucking fighting, nigga. I've only known you for a few days. And then I got in my car. She was chasing me, throwing shit in my car. Yes.
It has happened to me 3 times in my life.
Really?
3. The first time, I was young too, y'all. At this time, I had to be like maybe 19, like 19, and I went over this guy's house and like his baby mama showed up and he was like, just get in the closet, just get in the closet. And then, now fast forward to my life now, I bitch would never.
Yeah.
But like you said, I'm like 19.
Well, no,
and he was like way older. He was in his 30s. He was like way older. He was like, just get in the closet. And it was her and her sister. And so it was, he was like, just get in the closet. Cause at first I was like, no, I'm not getting, I'm not getting no. He was like, no. If a nigga tell you no, get in the closet. And so y'all, I'm in the closet, right? I'm in the closet, and so the way that their door was, she knew he was in there because the door, they had the lock, they only lock on the inside of the house. You know how you got the lock, that one lock that you just turn from the inside, but there's no key on the outside. They had that, so she knew he was in there. He was not opening the door. He was not opening the door. That bitch bust the window in the bedroom, threw the dresser out the way. I'm still in the closet though, but threw the dresser out the way. Her head was through the window like, yeah, open this motherfucking door. It's like, yes. And so he called the police because the sister was at the front door and she coming through. So when the police came out, when the police came, that's when he came and got me so I can get out of the thing. And oh my God, she was like, oh, that's why you wouldn't open the door. And when the police told me to go outside, and guess who was outside? The sister. This motherfucker was big, Rasputia big. Right? And I'm like young. I'm just like, oh God, how do I fight this woman? And she was like, oh, you better be glad the police here, otherwise I'll beat your ass. And I was just like, I don't even know how I got here. And yes, y'all, he came out and he took me home. And then when I was in Germany, I had went over this guy's house And this guy, we stayed in like dorms, you know, like the barracks. And like this girl was beating on the door. And he was like, and now by this time, I'm in the military now. Like, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, open this door. Don't lock me in here. You know, open the door. Bitch, I opened the door. This bitch had a knife. So big. I immediately was scared. I was like, she had a butchy knife. And she said, she looked at me and she said, oh, baby, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You can go. I said, oh, thank you. And I got halfway down and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I like call the police? Like, do I say something? Because I'm like, when I was running away, I heard them fighting. He was like, bitch, stop, like, ow. And I was like, oh my God, do I run? And so now I'm like, okay, this is crazy. So he called, he was like, come back and get me. She chasing me. And I'm like, what do I do? So I went, at this point, I'm just going back because like, I'm like, I don't know if she's gonna stab him, like kill him or what. Like she could be deranged. So I goes back, he hops in the car, girl, he had cuts on his arm. Like she didn't stab him, but she was probably like, yes, this bitch was crazy. Lord. That could have went like left. So, but she came in there and she was like, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You can go.
Thank God.
Thank
fucking God. But he did, when she opened that door with that knife, he slid in front of me like really quick. And I was back there like this. And she was like, oh, she can go. This ain't got nothing to get. I was like, whoop. Thank you.
My face is like this because I was the crazy one.
Oh, she's the bitch I'm running from.
I got 3 charges in one day. Messed with. I had aggravated burglary, aggravated assault, and vandalism times 3. And I was so yeah.
So would y'all fight over dick? Or y'all fighting?
It wasn't over.
You know how Cardi B said song, I'm fighting bitch and I'm fighting over dick too?
No, I wholeheartedly believe that the other woman has, unless it's your best friend, your sister, like somebody they are a casualty. They are the innocent person. Yo, man, boyfriend, husband has the loyalty to you. The side bitch has no loyalty. So no, I would not fight her.
And even if she knew about you, it's still no loyalty.
It's
like
still no loyalty
in her head, it's still like, oh, he's not happy, he's not there.
Exactly.
That's why he's out doing it. So this is just, cause to be honest, when y'all think about it, to be honest, I know people be like, oh, bitch, you knew he had. But to be honest, when people are in a relationship, before you always move on, you kind of start entertaining somebody else. So like that's actually sometimes, which is the wrong way to get courage to leave. Like you should want to leave just because you want to leave. But that's be some people courage
that's
to
exactly
know.
why I'm beating your ass. I'm beating your ass and I'm beating her ass.
I'm really gonna beat your ass too. I'm not gonna beat the girl ass unless the girl says something.
I ain't fighting over it, but
what if she didn't know?
Girl, ain't no fucking way you ain't know.
I mean,
that's definitely
take yourself out of it as being like influence, like stuff like people know your life, so bitch you knew. Like as a normal person, not on social media.
I guess when you're talking about men, it's different because like in the lesbian community, it's small, so of course they gonna know. Girls, you'll meet a girl and they'll be like, yeah, I got a girlfriend or whatever. And some niggas do that too, but men, I see they do really be living separate lives.
Girls
like that. So I guess in a situation like that, no, it's not the other woman's fault, and that would just only be towards him. And I'm not fighting nobody. Like I ain't finna go harass nobody. I ain't finna call you. I don't really want to talk to no other woman. So if I say that I'm like fighting somebody, they must have put themselves in my line, like in my way. You know
I think the only thing that pisses me off that kind of sometimes make the women fight is when you're so mad and you be like, "What you doing with this bitch? This hoe up
that
in here?
Right
this bitch?" And I'm like,
who you calling
a bitch? And then, bitch, I'm talking to you. And then that's immediately how it happens. It's like the woman, and so like.
But I get why they say that, because at the end of the day, you really talking to him.
Right.
Like, you gonna put a bitch over me?
Right.
Like, this
and
a bitch you
as
don't
a woman, y'all should try not to get offended of her calling you out your name and stuff, because she's
emotional.
mad.
She's mad.
She's emotional and she's mad. So I'm trying to get out of the situation because y'all, people be dying over this stuff. Like, I'm not trying to.
They really do.
Yeah, they are.
Nobody
really do.
Okay. I like this kind of like girl talk. More
like
you know.
I feel like that. Okay, so never have I ever. You said suck the toe.
Started giggling. Started giggling.
Because when I be thinking of some of the stuff that pop right in my head, I'm like, well, we already kind of discussed that. And then,
I know, because we got really crazy on like yours.
Yeah, so it's like, what can I say? Okay. Have I ever just like fought a random person? Like, I ain't never just fought. Like, you know what I'm saying? How you meet, like, some people just get mad. They be mad at the world and they would just fight
a random person.
Yeah, I ain't never
I
did it.
barely ever even got. You know what?
I only had one fight in my life, and I was like 20 or 21. And it was my oldest son's sister. Yeah, she was talking shit.
Telling that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we are like, we was hanging out last weekend. Me and her like this, yeah, like it just happened. And
your oldest son's sister?
Oh, I'm sorry, my oldest son's aunt. So his dad's sister. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, no, like when I was in my 20s and stuff, I am always been the mediator. Mm-hmm. Like even in fights, like if I fight you, it's gonna be like, bitch, you left me no choice to fight you. And I've always been like that. Even though I'm like the feisty one, like, oh no, we finna go see. Like, I'm coming to you to talk about it. And I'm trying to see that you got some sense. Because if you don't, then we can really talk about it. But I always was that friend. Like, no, okay, look, y'all don't have to fight. It's just not this serious. Like, what's going on?
What's going on? Let's talk about it. Yeah.
And it won't be until somebody get crazy, then I'm like, oh, but I've never been like, oh, I'm finna go fight her because she got me. Like, no. Yeah. Because my mind have always been like, anything can go wrong. Like somebody can, and I always thought like
somebody in the bed dying.
Yeah,
just the smallest mistake.
The smallest, and that's how I am. Like when Lily be like, "Oh, I had tried," I was like, "Bitch, I could have never went," because I'd have just been. But I know some people like mine be very like, "Bitch, I'm gonna kill you."
Well, I do. I feel like when I fight, though, I'm not fighting to kill. Like that's like a murderer. If you are fighting to kill, you fighting to.
But you might hit somebody, they fall, hit their head.
Yeah,
that was an accident.
That's true. And that situation, you're not really thinking
about that.
Because at this time, you hoping this person can stand at 10. But like, you ain't ever gonna. I don't encourage fights. You know, you see fights where people don't want to fight back. Then that's how people get hurt like that. And you could hit somebody and they accidentally fight. But if y'all in the fight, it's really not your fault because that you was defending yourself.
If you was defending yourself. But if you hit first and then somebody, it can be just a murder.
Yeah,
so
it can.
I just be trying. I try not to fight because at the end of the day, my sister got into a fight. And when I was young when this happened, and this is one thing that I think always really deterred me from fighting, like at Stadium Bowl. Remember Stadium Bowl in Houston? She got into a fight at Stadium Bowl and she whooped this girl ass. So like the next time when they all came back, the girl had a razor blade in between her hand. So my sister Fadrina, y'all seen her when she got married and stuff. So if y'all see my sister, she got a cut across her face, on her back, and her head. The girl, she got me, she was so scared. She came back and she sliced my sister all up, all over her body. And my sister was fighting, whooping her ass again and didn't even know she was getting cut up into the end. She thought it was the girl's blood. But it was hers. The girl was slicing her up. And ever since that, when I try not to fight, period, because I was traumatized from that. So I used to always try to like de-escalate or be like, no, it ain't, you know, that serious. And that just been with me forever. And every time I see to this day, my sister will still get on your ass. And I just be like, y'all know, you know, but we'll fight you though. But like, I be thinking to myself, like, I'm pretty strong. Like, I don't want to fight. And then wait till you meet your match. That means that if I meet mine, this bitch is really,
I got in a fight one time with this girl. I thought it was going to be like an easy fight.
Uh-oh.
I said, oh shit, this bitch hanging in here. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm tired. Like, oh my God. Like, she was really strong. She didn't look strong at all, but she was really strong. And I'm like, oh, I gotta put all my strength in this. I thought this was gonna be an easy fight.
She gave you a run for your money.
She gave me a run for my money. I was tired.
I'm telling you.
I had a black eye, everything. I was like,
damn. All right, never have I ever given my man a hall pass. Man or woman.
Yeah. You know. I have never did it.
But let's not count a thriesome. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that doesn't. I have never gave my man a hall pass because for one, we've never been on that subject. But I'm not opposed.
You're not opposed to do it?
I'm not opposed if the hall passes are
so
interchangeable.
You know one too.
Right.
Gotcha.
Like,
okay.
And I mean it. Okay, so for example, like my parents have been together for 38 years, right? Like, why, you know?
It's just like one little time.
You know, you know, when you're been together that long, like you don't gonna have no crazy night or something safely. crazy night, and then come back and boy, I had a time last night.
Boy, we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night. I'm telling
You know, and most people won't sit back and talk about it, like, ooh, how, you know what I'm saying? But like me and have discussions like that. We be like, ooh, what if it was an old man and he was like, I'll pay you, or whatever. And like, and be like, oh yeah, I'm down with it, but I don't really know if he down with it. But
It's
bitch,
like
I be serious. I would set up the hotel, the apartment, be nice enough. How much you paying, bitch? Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, and it's just like we've been together so long that it's like just freaky. But because people do this, imagine like swingers and stuff like that. So I don't think anything wrong with it if it's one of the things that interchange, not just like, oh, you get to go out and shit, and I get, no, hell no, the fuck, no.
I feel like I saw someone on TikTok the other day. It was actually a lesbian couple, and they've been together for like a whole lot of years, but they have like an open relationship, so they can like go on dates with other people and they can sleep with other people, but they just like can't be in relationships with other people.
Okay.
Well, I've
Whatever
not
works for
ever
your
gave
relationship.
nobody a hall pass, but I have like been understanding of why somebody might need a hall pass. So like if we, like what Portia just said, like you in a relationship that long and stuff like that, like I wouldn't be opposed to it, because but I don't know, because I don't like to share, so I'm like a little bipolar when it comes to that. You know, if we gonna do it together, then yeah, but I don't know, sometimes some people just really need to go feel themselves, so maybe you do need to go knock off real quick and
You see
come
some
back.
spirit-
But like Portia said, it needs to be interchangeable. It
Yeah, it gotta be interest, not double standards.
Right, yeah.
Is that how you feel?
I agree, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like, it ain't gonna be just because you a man. You gonna be the only one that can
Get a hall pass.
Yeah,
Yeah, we both
of
need one.
us.
Cause we gonna go to Jamaica or something.
Right, Temptation Island.
Temptation, yeah.
Station Island or something. Yes.
Right. Never have I ever effed my dude or whatever homeboy.
Never. I haven't. I've wanted to, but I haven't. I haven't homie hopped, y'all. You homie hopped? Oh, wait, she drinking. She not answering.
I can't, but let me be messy. I can't believe Lee not answering. Like I ain't never known her to be scary. Like I ain't never known her to be scary, y'all. This is
I'm
wild.
not answering. It's just that I said this on Gina's thing. I was like a little wild thing, y'all. I was really restricted as a kid. So if I liked it, bitch, I was getting it. I ain't give a damn. So, you know, like, yeah. They was best friends.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like one time, one time I was
leaving,
dating.
the other one coming.
One time I was dating this dude, right? And I went to a family function. Like I don't know if it was Thanksgiving or something, but it was a family function. His cousin
It was
was
fine.
so fun. Wait, it was it was so long ago, I can't remember. It was his cousin, or his uncle or something, I don't know. was so fine. I'm at the table like this.
You probably was there.
She got hearts in her eyes.
Yes, but the crazy part about it was he was flirting back. And they would have left. You would have definitely been a soul food situation. And I had to remember, like, oh wait.
Did you ever see the cousin again after y'all?
No, and I'll never forget, like we had like exchange numbers, but it wasn't like we didn't make the exchanging of the numbers like change. It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna plan something or something. We exchange numbers or something. And yeah, that was a while. I deleted the number.
Never have I ever smashed someone in authority over me, like a teacher, my boss, you know, someone who's over me, like professionally.
I have, and I remember where I was. I was in Iraq, and I went to the warrant officer's building, and like he was like, oh, whatever, and I was like, I ain't never did that, and he was just like, don't worry. So y'all, the camera cut off, and we didn't notice that he had cut off, and I had pretty much told half of the story, so I'm about to catch y'all up. So like I said, I had met the warrant officer, and you know, he was like stationed in a whole nother country, but we was all on this base together. And, you know, so we was like messing around, you know, doing the stuff that we weren't supposed to be doing because we was deployed. But anyway, you know, it used to have like this hotel on Arab John, and that's on Kandahar, and that was pretty much where you could go to the hotel if you wanted to. But yeah, that's what we used to do. So yeah, he used to be doing, girl, I learned so much like crazy freaky stuff from him. It was wild. But either way, his wife ended up finding out, and his wife had emailed me on my work email, and yeah, so now I'm about to tell y'all the story of like what happened.
It stopped recording?
I don't know.
When did it stop?
I feel like I just seen it bleep, but I wasn't sure.
I don't know.
Okay, on my work email, and I lied. I was like, no. I was like, what? Who said that? Like, no. He literally just helped me like with my army promotions, my career, and stuff like that. Like, I protected him because I was like, first of all, we weren't even supposed to be doing it, so we didn't need no scandal. And so like, I just lied and was like, no. Come to find out, one of the other dudes, his roommate, had told the wife. His roommate, and he was like, his roommate told him because his roommate had liked me or whatever, and I didn't like him, and so his roommate told his own wife, and the wife told her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, girl, I had lied. Your husband was cheating on you, and y'all still together to this day. So.
Oh my gosh. I ain't ever experienced nobody of like higher authority, like nobody at my job or nothing like that. Like,
no teacher, college teacher.
I had a crush on I think he was my middle school. He actually ended up getting in trouble because he ended up after I graduated high school, he ended up sleeping with one of the students, which was crazy.
While they were still a student?
Yes.
In college?
And no, this was, I guess he was teaching high school at that point. But when I had a crush on him, he was teaching middle school. And he was
at least someone who was 17. Now that sounds horrible. Never mind. He ain't supposed to be fucking no kids at all.
He was married and everything, and that went on for a long time. Like him and that girl that he was having sex with, they were
So he was pedophile.
They were having sex for a long time, like until she was in adulthood.
Was it a middle school or a high school?
A high schooler. They started doing it when she was in high school. But I had a crush because everybody had a crush on him because he was so fine. He was like.
Was he black?
Yes, and he had dreads, but they were like the little locks, and he had he was so fly, like you know those teachers that just smell good and fly. He was cool,
and you said they was fucking until she became an adult, like years.
And the girl was in love with him and everything, like the young girl, another R. Kelly.
Did y'all ever think about like think back to school about teachers that now you know like, oh, they was a pedophile? I did. When I was in middle school, I didn't think about it till years later. My math teacher at Welch Middle School.
That baby just scream in the hallway.
I don't know. My math teacher at Welch Middle School was a pedophile. And I didn't think about it till later on that he used to try to like get with us.
Really?
Like he used to, and we back then thinking like, oh, the teacher liked me, you know, like, oh, okay, the teacher liked me, like, oh. Now fast forward to I got older, I was like, he was a pedophile. Yeah, I even had a high school teacher that was like that, and I remember after school, like it was my Spanish teacher.
I kind of, as a teenager in high school, wish I had a fine teacher because now I had crushes on my girl teachers a lot.
But y'all, we're going to go ahead and just close this out because we do have dinner reservations. So yeah, we gotta end this as much fun as this is, but we're gonna do more of these. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do more of these. Yeah, I love this stuff too.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Alright, well, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. We'll see y'all later.
Yeah, do all the stuff that the other YouTubers be telling y'all to do on y'all videos. Y'all do that over here. Yes.
Bye. Push P. Yeah, push P.